Hal?
My name is Hal Hermanson, and with respect to Representative Gerard, I'm kind of new to this whole process, and some of my comments do refer to Measure 37, so I hope you'll just entertain me for the 120 seconds that I have. As I sat in Harris Hall last Tuesday listening to the Measure 37 claims zooming by in Lane County, I realized that this was probably happening in other counties around the state, namely that like Lane County, other counties are trying to process their Measure 37 claims within 180 days so that they do not have to pay compensation. Of the 21 Measure 37 claims reviewed last Tuesday in Harris Hall, I was only familiar with one. This was the Greif Measure 37 claim, where the market analysis concludes the reduction in fair market value due to land use regulations imposed since the subject property was acquired is at least $7,325,996. Now, I know for a fact that Lane County does not have this money for one claim, let alone the hundreds of other claims that are being processed right now. The applicants know this. Therefore, these Measure 37 claims are a method of bypassing the current zoning and proceeding full speed ahead with large-scale development. The Greif's Measure 37 claim aims to develop the land, putting up an estimated 28 homes, 141.82 acres divided by 5-acre lots. This would mean that F2 forest land, the way it is currently zoned, which already allows for a special permit to build one house per parcel, would become a subdivision 5 miles outside of Eugene city limits. No one can tell me, honestly, that the intention of the voters was to allow F2 forest land to become a large-scale subdivision. Pretty soon, to my mind, there will be not much country left in the country. This type of Measure 37 claim must be stopped. I think that Senate Bill 505 begins to do this. First, it would place a hold on all large-scale Measure 37 claims. Second, it would also allow the claims that are in line with the original intent of voters to be addressed. Ultimately, I think Measure 37 needs to be referred to the voters in the next election. Prior to the next election, Measure 37 needs legislative review to try to enact something that does represent the will of the people, not the will of developers. Senate Bill 505 begins that process.
Thank you. Let's see, Tim, is it Goffreyer?
Goffreyer.
Goffreyer.
Yeah. I appreciate the time to...
And I'll tell you what I'm going to ask everyone to do.